Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I've been having PC problems. Is that working? Capture game. Okay, that's working. Make sure that this is working over here. F5 on that. F5 on this. Yeah, I don't understand why it keeps doing that, to be honest. It's frustrating. I was wondering what the heck happened. I need to put this. Alright, so we're still working here. No, it's not working. But view channel. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, every time my shit crashes, I gotta re everything. Shoot, fighters. I don't know why I've been having so much computer problems. Alright, we should be good now. Honestly, I think I can close that part out. Okay. Hello, I'm back. Hopefully that's working now. '17th notification. Dude, I'm sorry, my thing crashed. I'm sorry. I gotta turn that shit off, honestly. I don't know why I'd be crashing. Hi, Doink. Hello. Man, it's just, dude, having PC problems is like the most frustrating thing ever. That was bad. That was bad. All right, Con. Oh, what the heck? That crossed up? Dude, that was crazy looking. Oh! Yeah, I'm not sure why. I gotta figure it out. But it's been crashing recently. We're playing against Khan, and we're trying to learn a new controller. I have a suspicion that it might be my power supply. So I might try to get a new power supply. But I should probably test and see if that is the problem or not. I just don't know how to do that, actually. Gotta ask my brother a little bit. Yo, who is that red girl? I'm in love. This is Elena. I'm playing Elena. She's a new character in the game. It's pretty cool. She is like a dance fighter. She's very nice. She's like super positive girl, you know? Also, how's it going, Zach? What's up, man? Oh, I can't believe I got that off. I did not want to level 1 there. I actually wanted to level 3. Are you still looking to watch some video while you're fighting? No, did we crash again? Hold on a second. Did I crash again? No way I crashed again, dude. Something crashed for a second, but I can hear you. Okay. Yeah, I was mainly looking to watch videos while I'm like in training mode, not actually fighting players. So once I'm like not fighting Khan, I'm down to watch videos. I have a couple that I was like looking at watching. Why do you have a suggestion? Is it a low tier god video? Oop, it's gone again. I'm gonna crash the fuck out, guys. I did it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I mean, really, it's my problem. Like, because whether it's my internet or my computer, I've been having issues on both fronts, honestly. Nice combo, Con. Nice combo, dude. That was good. That was a good flash kick. Kill him! Holy shit. We gotta murder him. This is my friend. Okay, there we go. Combo. Oh, he's mad about that one. Injure him. I baited out his DP there. His flash kick. You gonna try to throw me? He got the flash kick off. Yeah. Oh yeah, big damn here. Oh no. Oh my god, he scented the eye again. No. Wait, what the fuck is this? Elena has clothes on? Yeah, this is her other costume. Well, she has two other costumes, so this is one of them. I'm unfollowing. Honestly, I don't like her haircut in this one very much. But the outfit's cool. He's boom lipping me. I'm dead. Dang it. I thought that was slick. I'm so bothered by my freaking internet slash PC slash stream. Guys, you don't hate me, right? Please don't hate me. I love you. Oh, I love you too. Love you long time. Love you long time. Oh shit, through the fireball. Big damn con. He said, get the fuck off of me. Oh! No, he dropped it. Yeah, I wonder what it could be on a lot of these issues. I wonder if it's my OBS settings in some cases. Because I have it above like Twitch's limit, and sometimes my YouTube doesn't come out. But it's like I have it above Twitch's limit based on like recommendations from a video that I watched. So maybe I have to cut back. Nice combo, Bora. Oh, thanks, guys. Take that, Con. Holy shit, I wasn't sure what I could do there. I wasn't sure. Nice little throw there. I missed the DP. Oh, good drive impact. That's gotta be really annoying to play against. I'm so excited for Evo, man. That's gonna be so fun. Dude, that is gonna be a crazy, crazy time. Gonna have Evo. Gonna have Mop coming out. New retail patch shortly after that. Probably Last Epoch season is gonna be dropping. Oh, actually, Last Epoch season and PoE 2. It's gonna be crazy, man. Oh no, Con! No. Yeah, because The Diablo season is tomorrow. The stream is good again. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. I'm sad, man. I think after I'm done playing today or streaming today, I'm gonna hyper focus on trying to figure out what that problem is. Because today is probably the worst that it's been. The fact that I crashed in the middle of my stream and it also crashed like 2 more times, like it's gotta be my settings. But also I have a computer problem, so it's like 2 things. Gonna make me crash out. Yeah, I'll probably play for a few hours here and then maybe finish watching Squid Game. Your computer is full crashing? I thought it was just an internet issue. It's both, dude. I mean, sometimes my internet just goes out. Like that just happens. But very, very, very infrequently, I will get a blue screen for just a millisecond. Like literally less than a second, my computer will freeze up and then I'll crash and then it'll restart. And I don't know what it is. And I try to like look, but I don't really know what I'm looking for too much. Dang it, that was almost an incredible combo. Oh, I'm so sorry, Con. He could have just killed me. Posted our tech issues channel and get 3 pages of things that don't answer your question. Ah, maybe, honestly, it might be more helpful than what I have been doing. I know Con probably knows how to help me. The thing is, it's like, it's one of those problems that's like, it hasn't been so bad, right? It's just, it kind of happens like, I don't know, maybe like once a week. Maybe like once a week, my computer will fucking blue screen. And I'm like, ah. And it's like, oh, I just restart. And it's like, okay, it's fine. So it's like, it's one of those things I should be like, holy fuck, that's a problem. I need to fix that. But I haven't. Yeah, I haven't. I don't know. And I know there's probably solutions to figure out, like, help me identify the problem, you know? It just hasn't been enough of an issue for me to be like, ah, I gotta figure this out. But the fact that it's, like, broke my stream. I think that is the second time that it's broke my stream. And it's usually when I'm playing a game, dude. How are there no agility staff heirloom options? Really? Yeah, what the fuck? What do druids get? Well, they get a mace, right? Is there like a mace for them or something? This is fun. Make sure to dump all your extra valor points in the leather BOE items today. Fuck, you're right. Dang, those are gonna go crazy tomorrow. Is that not what everyone probably did though? Like, it's still probably gonna carry some value, huh? Dude, that's a good idea. Oh, are you, is that what you're doing right now? Is you're making a set for your monk, aren't you? You're buying gear for your monk while you level. Is that what's going on? Heirloom set. Then I also have a ton of boots and bracers with Agir ink on them. That's a really good idea. Holy shit. He's like, can I press? Try to impact me. Dang. Right there, because I had no meter and was in burnout. You should have been. Hey, this is Elena's song. Beats in my head. Beats in my head. Oh yeah. I mean, nice. Dang it. Oh shit, time over. How much are the have you price checked the BOEs right now? Doink? I'm sure they'll go up, right? When people start making monks. They're not too crazy right now, but I'll see them go up. Same with 50 agility, Queen's Garnets. For sure. I've been known to be horrendously wrong in the past. Like me hoarding 3,000 flame caps. Listen, that's not wrong. That was a risk. That's what that was. Because at any point, something could change in the game, you know? And that's what happened with that, right? It was like those got changed. Didn't they? I'm pretty sure they did. So every investment is a potential risk. And I feel like flame caps was a pretty good bet, you know, because you knew they were going to be good. You knew they were supposed to be like meta or whatever. The problem is that they got changed. Yeah, they made it so they don't stack with potions. And like, you know, what could they do for the gems, right? They can make it to where gems are purchasable with justice points. Which honestly they should do. Like, why not? If they made gems purchasable with justice points, boom. Or do you know if the transmute cooldown, like, isn't there a transmute thing? And don't those usually get changed? Don't the cooldowns of the transmutes get changed to like not have a cooldown? That might be something to look into, because then Queen's Garnets could be potentially like really cheap. So Lince isn't like, why the fuck did we invite this guy? Especially how to play Hunter. Dude. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Honestly. You are a dedicated player. You don't make mistakes. Like, they have people in Rinsed that will do a lot less damage than you, I'm pretty sure. And also the atmosphere, right? Like, when the atmosphere is like try hard, then it's gonna elevate everybody. I don't think you have anything to worry about. Not to say that you shouldn't try to like maximize your class, right? But I do think you don't have anything to worry about. The perfect delay. Can you guys see my Steam messages whenever he messages me? I wonder. I know it shows it on Discord. I can hear it. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's me. I don't know. With me and him playing each other, we usually talk to each other on Steam in between rounds or whatever. Although it's really bad for me because, I don't know, it just feels awkward on my controller doing that. Oh, nice jump. Yeah, I can voice chat. I can voice chat him. Let's see if he wants to see the thing I was talking about. Damn. Damn. Oh, he didn't level 3. Oh my god, he didn't level 3. Okay. Oh, he only wants to play a couple more anyways. Why does that sound like 007? Doesn't that sound like 007? That sounds like GoldenEye, dude. That was disrespectful of me. Yeah, that's a nice little kick he's got there. Nice, level 3. Why are you playing with the game audio solo? Honestly, so that I could, because it's a little distracting, and I have auditory and like issues. Straight up, I could turn it up though. I'll turn it up. I'm sorry. I want to show you something before you go. Okay. Alright. Let's see. I usually do play with the sound a little bit higher than this, but yeah. Let's see if I can show Connor what I was talking. Hello. Hey.
Hey, Laura.
Hello. Hi. I'm streaming if that's okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh shit. I think I joined my own thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I need my coffee or something.
Dude, you were doing the flash kicks. Maybe they just weren't coming out.
I got a couple off, but there was most of my combos I couldn't get the flash kick finisher. But it's totally me because I was able to get it a couple times.
Yeah, that's that happens to me a lot where like I'll be trying to do something or whatever, and for whatever reason my timing is just off.
Yeah, I'm having like a weird off timing day to day or something, I guess.
The thing I wanted to show you was and maybe you already know this or whatever, but like I thought I was for sure gonna die in that last match.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta change mine to actually.
So you're saying corner when burnt out?
Yeah, so there's this thing that people do where it's basically like when someone's burnt out in the corner, and if they don't have a super, you can do a move. So like block real quick. And I don't know if you have frame data on or whatever.
I usually do, but it's not showing right now.
So because of the added frames of the that burnout gives,
block stun.
Yeah, like usually what would happen is like whenever I would medium kick you here, If I did medium kick into this, you would have time to jump out if you weren't burnt
Mhm.
out. But because there's no time to jump out, like it's a jail. So the only option you have is to do a super, right? And it has to have like invincibility frames. Elena only has, this is not invincible. So I'm going to do this and then press jab, okay? Like you can jab that. So that's her level 1. But if I do my level 2, you can't jab that. It'll have iframes.
Gotcha.
And in the situation that I was talking about, I didn't have level 2 and I was burnt out and you had me in the corner right here and you had like meter for DI. So it's basically an auto win. So it's like all you have to do is hit like a medium, like whatever it would be, like whatever your like a good move would be to cancel in to DI, because I can't jump out of it and I can't do my super. And to be honest, I'm really bad about reacting to my super. It's just a weakness as me as a player. But like that's a bad habit to build. I wouldn't do that. But like you should have been able to just win that game by pressing a medium button while I'm blocking, and then if I block it, you press DI and then you stun me no matter what. Because I can't do, it's like a free win, basically. And if you can recognize that situation against other players, then you know you'll. And it's a game too. Like I mean, you know it, right? Like you get burnt out in the corner, someone's gonna try to DI you. But like the thing that is like really important is like, because you're burnt out, if you press a medium button into a DI, 9 times out of 10, like whatever the character is, they can't jump out. And the only option they have is the super. And if they don't have super, it's GG. Like, but if they do have super, then you can just do this where it's like, oh, am I gonna DI? Am I gonna DI? And like you bait the DI and then randomly you send it. So you just like test their reactions, you know? So I wonder what that would be.
Oh, okay.
That's
cool.
I want to see if like you because it's different on every character what like the best button is for that. So let's say I'm burnt out and I'm going to the corner here and like press medium and I'm just gonna press like a medium punch or something, so I can jump out of that one. So even though I'm burnt out, I can jump out of that one. So that one doesn't work. Like, do you have like a heavier button maybe that you can cancel into DI? I can't jump out of that. So that would be the
but
button.
Just throwing out a heavy is pretty risky though, isn't it?
It can be, but you have advantage when they're in DI, when they're
burnt out.
Yeah, when they're burnt out. All of your moves, so you can throw some jabs, you can do some mediums, and then you can do some mediums into like, and they're trying to jump, right? Like that's what a lot of people are going to try to do. So you do a whatever it is, and then you do like, you don't do DI, you just like wait and you do like flash kick or delayed flash kick or something like that. You know what I mean? Like you'd have to like figure out this.
Heavy kick's cancelable. Why isn't it
DI cancelable?
Oh, maybe it's not DI is there a difference between DI cancelable and?
Sometimes there is.
Because I can cancel into super.
Oh, if there's super, yeah. Yeah, so one example of that for my character is you know, this kick is super cancelable. Right? But I can't DI cancel it. And like you can find those.
Gotcha, okay.
You can find stuff like that on like the super combo side or whatever. But it's different for every character.
Seems like my only option for this is heavy punch. But still good. I mean, like you said, advantage with the burnout.
Yeah. Yeah. But like obviously if try to do that heavy punch into like if you're not burnt out, then they can do that.
Gotcha.
But it's still good to like fuck around with people's reactions. Like myself personally, I'm not like, I can't do it. But I'm bringing that up because that situation, like I was under 2 bars. I was burnt out in the corner with less than 30% health, and you were getting like normals on me, and it's like, oh my god, if he DIs one of these, I'm dead. And I just assumed that I was gonna lose that round.
Okay, no, that's awesome. That's something good to learn. You gotta learn something new every day, right?
I mean, it's good regardless if they have super or not, because you're just like, anytime you have someone burnt out in the corner,
it's a good option.
Then like looking for DI like and just testing their reactions, or you know, you throw out the normal that you would usually DI cancel, and then you don't do it, And then like, oh, they sent super. Okay, now you get a full punish. And it's even worse because now they're still burnt out. They just spent their meter by you baiting out the super. And then you can just DI them right after. Guaranteed. Because now they don't have the super that they just canceled, you know? And it's like, that is like a checkmate situation. It's like so bad to be corner burnt out, obviously, but.
Gotcha. Cool. Thanks, Bora. That's yeah. Like I told you, I'm like super traumatized from DIing you in the corner because you're always jumping out. So
Well,
I'm
that's
like, oh,
because
I
you're not
couldn't
doing
do
the
it.
right button with it. That's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's got to have that specific situation is a good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Cool.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like at our level, we are constantly like burning ourselves out because we're not good. Like all of us are
We're
not.
also doing drive rush wrong.
Yeah, we spend more meter like than what we need to on drive rush. Yeah,
It's supposed to be dash into parry, right?
it's
Instead of
it's
because I
forward. It's like the way that you do it for the most optimal meter is forward, parry, forward. So like, and then it will spend less meter than if you parry forward because the initial parry gets a chunk if you see it. But
yeah,
if
and
you parry forward,
if
if
you
you
can
forward
burn
parry
yourself
forward,
out
yeah, you can burn
and
yourself
not
out.
get the drive rush, yeah, that happens so much. Just burn yourself out and nothing comes out. That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but Tranos bought me a leverless controller, so I've been practicing.
Oh shit! Really? That's awesome.
Yeah,
Have you been on Leverless the whole time today?
yeah. Today and yesterday I've been practicing with it, and
Nice.
I don't feel like I'm doing too bad on it already, but like
Yeah, for sure.
it definitely is
There's
noticeable that I am dropping like right there.
yeah.
I should have been able to
I did
easily
notice
convert
there were
that.
some combos that you were dropping that you wouldn't normally drop. And I
Yeah,
was like, huh, that's a little weird. Oh, that makes sense.
but doing
Gotcha.
DP is easier. It's just a different motion. I'm still not used to it, so I don't do it every time. You probably jumped in
I
on
uh
it a
I
lot.
I did notice you were DPing me a lot more
Yeah,
because you said that was one of your weaknesses, so I would jump in on you more than I usually do.
it is a weakness. It's hard to do on a stick personally, and I'm still not used to doing it. Fury was telling me about a shortcut that I could do, which is like hold down plus forward kick.
Huh.
But the one I usually do is like hold forward and then press down. You playing pad?
I play on joystick on analog.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I know it's terrible, but
It's not
I got
terrible.
used to it.
Yeah, you know that
And
was the first way
find
I
out
played.
I did find out that Knuckle Dude plays on the PlayStation analog stick.
What the fuck, really? See, that's the thing that's
He
so crazy,
does.
right? It's like, you
Yeah.
know, it doesn't really matter to a massive extent because whatever you do is possible, right? But like, there's clear advantages to other controller types.
Yeah.
Like, doing this is way easier for me. I don't know. Do you have problems with the Shuriken motion? DP motion?
Um, I haven't played too much Ken, but no, I was able to do it pretty easily.
Well, I don't remember. The first time I played like Street Fighter 4 was on an analog stick. And when people would say like you got to use a D-pad, I'm like that doesn't make sense to me. Like,
Yeah. The D-pad, I can actually do most things on the D-pad. But I was having a lot of trouble with my back and forths on the D-pad
yeah.
just because the analog stick is like a very, back forward back, just like an arcade stick, like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's more of a pronounced motion, and the back forward on the D-pad didn't feel as natural to me, or I wasn't able to do it as easily. So I
I
just
would
kind of
imagine
stuck with the
hitbox for
joystick.
charge characters would be OP, man. The ability
Yeah, no,
to
honestly, it's
just
pretty good.
hold back like whenever you want, like
Yeah,
you can like
just
pretty
like
much just
easily.
perma hold back, and there's no
Yeah,
issue there.
I might try it again one of these days. I have one. Credo actually gave me one.
I feel
But
like it's just a learning curve, you know? That's all it is.
yeah,
It sucks to like be worse at it for a little bit, for sure.
yeah, that and for me, I know I like to use my old excuse, but I have like I guess early stage carpal tunnel or whatever,
Really,
and
is it bother it more than the
yeah,
joysticks?
because you know like WoW, like classic WoW
Yeah.
is pretty low APM, so it's fine. But if I play retail for too long, the constant AWSD starts to trigger it. And if you think of a hitbox, it's kind of the same thing. WASDing on the left with your left hand,
Oh, for
and
sure.
that repetitive motion flares it pretty quickly.
That's a pretty good
So
excuse, honestly.
yeah, unfortunate, but I still do want to try it. I probably still will try
I
it out.
think it would get easier the more comfortable and you could find the position. Like it's probably just awkward at first, and like you train
For
those
sure. Kiri was
muscles up
making
a
fun of
bit.
me because of the way that I would hold it sometimes, where like my pinky would stick out when I was trying to get used to the positioning on it.
So I
So
watched a few
that's true.
videos and they mentioned the carpal tunnel stuff. And like
They did?
yeah, they kind of
Huh.
talk about how the hitbox actually depending on your like the way that you like kind of position your hands can be a massive
Hmm.
difference. And like they were saying
Yeah.
if you rest your wrists and you kind of just have like this angled motion, like that's really bad. But if you like
Mm.
have your wrists raised they were kept referencing like a piano player, you know what I mean, like you have your wrists, like your arms would be straight and your wrist would be straight and like that, you know what I mean, so they're not like as soon as they get to the thing your wrists are rest on the keyboard or whatever, like you just have your wrists and your hands like straight the whole time and your fingers are the things that are like moving and that like is better
Oh.
and it makes
You know,
it.
honestly, that's a good point
Yeah. I'm not sure
because
how you were trying it
it's
before.
yeah, I was probably resting my wrist because it's the same thing with the keyboard. Like it's a bad habit to rest your
Yeah.
wrist and then type because it's your wrist is bent. When your
Yeah.
wrist is bent, those tendons in there are rubbing
Constantly.
against
Yeah. The
that
repetitive motion.
angle. Yeah.
And they were also kind
So
of
if
talking about like this rolling motion that helps a lot because like you don't have like good dexterity in your like left ring finger and stuff or.
mhm. Huh, I might try it again and use one of those like I call it my gaming glove, but it has like it's a glove and you put on and it has a bump under your wrist that
Oh, so it's
where you
almost
can
like a
rest it on that
splint,
bump.
almost like keeps it
Yeah,
straight.
yeah, it keeps it straight and it keeps you from resting your wrist on the table,
That
so
would be
it keeps
really
it
good
straight.
to build that habit of.
Yeah, huh. I didn't think of that. Should try it.
I think,
Cool, cool.
I mean, yeah. Well, GG's. That was fun.
Yeah, yeah. GG's, man.
I'm always down to play.
I'll kick it up to a weird off day for me because I randomly
The
just
fact that
couldn't
you were
do
struggling
my combos today.
with the flash kick just out of nowhere, I
Yeah, it was like kind of
dude,
jarring. I was like, what the heck?
I would go into training mode and and literally have inputs on and stuff and try to figure out what it was. It sounded like you were doing that, right? But like, yeah, the
Yeah,
thing you linked to me didn't make any sense why it wouldn't work. I don't know.
yeah. It's a timing thing, right? Because that frame data doesn't show the timing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, because it's also at the end of a combo. Like if I had just done that while not doing anything, the flash kick would have come out for sure. But it's at the end of my combo strings where the timing is super tight, and I think my timing's just off today.
Well,
Because
there
the
was
one that
definitely
I
a
do,
couple level threes that you should have had on me, like that. I was like, dang, he dropped it. That would have
yeah,
killed me. But you did boom loop me like once or twice. Maybe it wasn't perfect.
I'm trying, man. That boom loop is so fun, and it's so cool.
Every time you get it on me,
But
I'm like, oh fuck, he's gonna fucking boom loop me. But
And
it's
then
like
that
cool
level
still.
3, I still can't do it consistently either. That's why I was so hyped that I got it the other day. The boom loop into level 3.
Yeah, that was fucking sick, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, man, GG's. We'll
GG's.
I'll probably be down to play some more later.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Spore.
See you
Thanks
later.
for the games.
Yep.
Catch you later.
Well, that was fun. All right, let me turn up the sound a little bit. Okay. We go to options. Yeah, you know, I usually do play with audio a little higher. That whole conversation made me nervous about getting carpal tunnel. Dude, I used to worry about that all the time. And I think I've just kind of developed a little better habits because I used to actually have problems with that. But I don't know if it's something that goes away or whatever, but like I haven't had issues with it in like the last 3 or 4 years. So maybe, I don't know. Do you nerve endings all dead? Dude, doesn't bother me anymore. No, I still have like feeling, you know what I mean? But I used to like, it was real bad when I would play like an ARPG or something, and it would be like that super repetitive emotion. Or I remember Wrath, around like original Wrath, like I would get problems by like because I would play like a warrior, and it was like very spammy. It was like I was spamming Thunderclap, I was spamming Heroic Strike, I was spamming Cleave, I was spamming like I still have feeling. Proud of you, bud. Yeah, I still have feelings, guys. I still have feelings. That was a fun set with Con there. How do you feel about carpal tunnel, Doink? I feel like anyone who games a ton, that's always a slight worry. I've definitely worried about that. So I'm always a little conscious of it. I should do like, you know how they make people who work desk jobs do like all those like wrist exercises and stuff? I should be doing those, bro. I should be doing those every day because I would feel terrible losing that sort of mobility in my wrists and stuff and having like all that pain. That would be terrible. But you know, I used to have more problems with that, with like pain in the wrist and like tingly feeling in my fingers and stuff. But I haven't had that problem for a little bit, and I haven't had pain or whatever. So I think I'm just developing better habits with like the way that I play or my positioning or my posture or something. Because I have thought about those things, and I do like consciously, I am like conscious about it. Especially like whenever there's an option to have a more ergonomic like setup, whether it's like the way I'm pressing my buttons or my keys or whatever, I will definitely like lean towards that. All right, let's watch this video. I want to watch this video about hitboxes and why. I want to watch this video why they are. I don't know why it's like loaded up like that.
When you think of fighting games, you probably think of the iconic arcade controller or fight stick.
No way. No way that it crashed. No way that it crashed, dude.
For years, the greatest fighting game masters cut their teeth in arcades and at home with joysticks and 6-button setups. But for more than a decade, a challenger has waited in the shadows. It has widened its influence, drawn in new followers, and spread throughout the fighting game community. The Hitbox and a number of other leverless controllers are rapidly picking up steam. and some of the best players in the world are throwing away their sticks and picking one up. The problem is that some people think that using one is, well, cheating.
Dude, it's just science. You can push both buttons at the same time. An arcade stick cannot push left and right at the same time.
Just looking at it, I'm like, I don't know how anyone can take a look at that and say that it is not cheating.
Say that it's not cheating, really. See, this one is an interesting one, the cross up. I feel like this was one that I would have enjoyed, to be honest. The cross up, where you have, you know, different buttons, like the jump button, and it doesn't have like an up motion. Honestly, that would be pretty sick. I feel like I would like a cross up. Guys, I disconnected again, and I wonder if it has something to, like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Was that my internet? It's true. Left plus right at the same time is impossible on a stick, so that's questionable. Yeah, there's clear advantages of using a leverless controller.
And the EVO 2022 Street Fighter champion and many of his opponents used a hitbox. It's quickly become the hottest topic in the fighting game community. So today, we are going to take a look at the hitbox controversy. Strap yourselves in. This one's going to be a rough ride. Before we get into the video, I just want to let you all know that we have merch. If you have yet to pick up a hoodie or sweatshirt or t-shirt, well, I don't know what you're waiting for. You're definitely not too busy touching
I don't care
grass
about merch.
In 2010, two brothers, Sean and Dustin Huffer, decided that a fight stick didn't have to have, well, a stick.
We don't know what to call them because they're not actually sticks. They're just kind of boxes. So these are our boxes. Like we made, we're making different kinds, kind of messing around with different schemes. This one's kind of the standard one for Street Fighter 4. It's basically the main difference is we got arrow keys. Like if you're playing on a keyboard for the
What's so funny is I remember, like, I experienced this. This isn't like, oh shit, that's crazy how it used to be like that or whatever. Like, and I didn't know about that. It's just like, I remember going through this and like being into fighting games when Street Fighter 4 came out and everybody talking about arcade sticks. And then there was this murmur of like this, you know, small little thing that was popping up called like hitboxes and leverless controllers or whatever. And just like people talking about that and like, and it's so funny because the perception of keyboards was that they were bad for fighting games. Like, oh, it's just awkward for fighting games. It's not good. But in reality, this is just a keyboard. And keyboard is like scientifically now, like mathematically better. You know, it's just like it takes less time to go from one section to the other versus like in the ability to hold left and right or down or whatever. The ability to have your finger on every single direction at the same exact time is an OP concept versus the travel time that it takes you to move your joystick around, right? And it's like the thing about a joystick is that it's more intuitive. It makes sense. It really does. Like going and doing like, okay, if the game is asking you to do a half circle motion, doing a half circle motion on a joystick makes complete and total intuitive sense in your mind. And the way that, you know, your brain to your hand, the way that it works is just like, it makes total sense. But like, you know, having the ability to have your finger on every button at the same exact like time, like it's just faster. It's just faster. But, you know, it doesn't make complete total sense in your brain. So kind of just interesting.
For the directional inputs.
The idea was simple. What if you could use the buttons from arcade sticks to build a leverless controller?
Pretty much the only reason you'd want to do this is because the travel time on a joystick is a lot longer than the travel time on like these Samwell buttons. So basically you can do your Dragon Punch, your Hadouken at light speed.
But even in the comments of this video, with less than 30,000 views, you can see the debate start to bubble up. Will this thing even be legal long term? Should we be investing in something like this? But the orders started rolling in. So the brothers turned their garage into an ersatz assembly line and continued producing them. Now, some of you might be thinking, of course it's easier to press 4 buttons than move a lever around.
Think about a stick's travel time. You're charging back, it goes forward, has to go back. Being able to hit both buttons at the same time, you are charging your next Sonic Boom faster than the guy who's using a stick. And it's math. It's not opinion. It's not, oh, this is harder to do on hitbox. This is easier to do. This is not opinion. This is science.
Like, that's been how FPS has worked on PC for
That's
a
true.
pretty
FPS
long time. It's why
the
you use
FPS
WASD.
comparison is actually a really good one. Although he's looking at movement here, like pressing A to D versus shifting your joystick from left to right. But I feel like the argument that always comes up with FPS is the analog stick for aiming versus using a mouse, and like the ability to like how much control a mouse gives you. But he's actually even talking about moving left to right and up and down and shit.
Controls, and your keyboard doesn't have a stick on it, probably. But even so, if those prototype hitbox controllers appeared all the way back in 2010, why are we only hearing about them now? Well, you see, in 2010, there were tons of brand new fighting game players who probably had the cash to buy a tried and tested fight stick,
I
but
had that
probably
one.
weren't in the know
Dude, I had that one.
now. Well, see, in 2010, there were tons of
That was my
brand new
first
fighting game
fight stick and I
players who
hated it.
probably
That exact same one, bro. That was my first one. That was the first one I got. Oh my god, my stream fucking crashed again. Are you fucking kidding me, man? Oh!